Hi, I'm Reuben, I think, and Taika Waititi is my favorite director, and I want to talk about it. Now, keep in mind, I might be a little biased because he's a New Zealander and I currently live in New Zealand, but apart from that, he has directed a lot of my favorite movies, plays my favorite Avenger, and he even plays Hitler in his own movie. On second thought, that isn't a very good thing. Oops. Regardless of what roles he has played, I love all his work that I've seen, and I want to make a video about it. So, let's get started. On the fateful day of the 16th of August, 1975, Taika Waititi was born. Thus marks our first bullet point on the Taika timeline TM. Jumping forward to 1999, Taika would appear in his first movie, Scarface, playing the character Alex. And if you don't know what this movie is, same! It was a comedy movie set in New Zealand and was released under the name Crime 101 in the United States. But I can't imagine it did very well, but Taika's acting role marks the first contribution he ever made in a movie. But he wouldn't fully direct a film until 2007 with Eagle vs. Shark. I have not seen this movie, so I don't know anything about it. But from what I've read, Eagle vs. Shark is a nerdy rom-com. Oh, okay, moving on. I do not have a lot to say about the previous two movies, but a movie I do have a lot to say about is Hunt for the Wilderpeople. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's what put Taika Waititi on the map. It's still very much a New Zealand movie, but it's still well known overseas. This movie solidified Taika as an amazing director, and a well-known one at that. Because of Hunt for the Wilderpeople's success, Taika would go on to direct more incredible movies, like Thor Ragnarok, a widely beloved Marvel movie, and Jojo Rabbit, which would end up winning an Oscar. But more recently with Thor Love and Thunder, some would say it was bad, but I thought it was decent. And this is where the Taika timeline TM is today. I'm sure Taika has loads of projects in the works for us to enjoy, and I can't wait to see what comes out next. Taika's plethora of movies have a certain uniqueness to them all. It might be that lots of the characters have absent father figures, or that he squeezes in New Zealand and Maori culture into movies to represent where he's from, but I believe that one of the most important features of Taika's movies is that many of them feature child protagonists. And also, from here on out, spoiler warning for Hunt for the Wilderpeople and Jojo Rabbit. If you look at the main characters of Hunt for the Wilderpeople or Jojo Rabbit, you can see that the main characters are children, but not just any children, misfit children. In the scenes introducing us to Ricky Baker and also Jojo Rabbit, we can see that they are not the ideal kind of kid you would want. One is pretty much a criminal.
We're talking disobedience, stealing, spitting, running away, throwing rocks, kicking stuff, defacing stuff, burning stuff, loitering and graffitiing. And that's just the stuff we know about.
And the other is an indoctrinated Nazi.
I swear to devote all my energies and my strength to the savior of our country, Adolf Hitler. I am willing and ready to give up my life for him.
As each of the movies go on, we can see them make connections with the people around them. Jojo made a connection with the Jewish girl that his mum was hiding in the war, despite all of his Nazi ideals. And Ricky made a connection with his foster uncle Heck, even though he tried to run away at first. In both cases, by the end of each movie, these misfit children have got a place to fit in, and also people around them. In Jojo's case, it's an actual friend who's not a Nazi, and in Ricky's case, an actual family and an uncle who's always there if they want to go on adventures. Now, child protagonists are all fun and good, but what really makes Taika Waititi different from other directors is his form of comedy. For example, in Hunt for the Wilderpeople, there are a lot of sad moments, and one of the saddest is when Bella dies. Just when the audience learns that Bella is dead, they are filled with a lot of sadness because we just saw Ricky Baker form an actual connection with Bella. And then immediately after that, dead! And after the soul-crushing news of that, it's time for the funeral, with the priest being played by none other than Taika Waititi himself.
You know, sometimes in life, Seems like there's no way out. Like a sheep trapped in a maze designed by wolves. If you're ever in that situation, there are always two doors to choose from. And through the first door, it's easy to get through that door, and on the other side, waiting for you, are all the nummiest treats you can imagine. Fanta, Doritos, LMP, burger rings, Coke Zero. But you know what? There's also another door. Not the burger ring door, not the Fanta door. Another door that's harder to get through. Guess what's on the other side? Anyone want to take a guess?
Vegetables?
No, not vegetable. No.
Right after one of the saddest scenes, we move on to a ha-ha funny scene at a funeral? Now, I laugh every time I watch this scene, but I really shouldn't be, because this is a funeral. One of the saddest things loved ones can go through. But dang it, Taika Waititi injected liquid dopamine into the scene, and I love it. This technique of turning something that's supposed to be sad or serious into something to laugh at has a name, bathos. The juxtaposition between the seriousness and then the comedy is comedy in and of itself, which is why Taika Waititi's movies never fail at making me laugh. Bathos is the main form of comedy in the Astif movie series, and is the main reason why that's so popular. Let's take another example of bathos from Taika Waititi. Jojo Rabbit is bathos. The whole movie is bathos. Who in their right mind would make a comedy movie about the Nazi era of World War II featuring such tragedies as the Holocaust? Taika Waititi, that's who. Seeing this play out on screen with the actors being overly anti-Semitic and also casually using a certain hand and arm gesture is hilarious beyond belief. But at the same time, if I walked outside and said anything along those lines, I would probably get locked up. And the movie doesn't even ease us in.
Heil Hitler.
Who's Hitler? Do you even speak German?
Heil Hitler.
That's not a Heil. This is a Heil. Heil.
Heil Hitler.
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 Ooh, that's it. You got it. Heil Hitler. Have a great day. Heil Hitler. You're going to be the best. Heil Hitler. You can do it. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
This is the opening scene! Taika has pretty much crafted a movie that's impossible not to laugh at, but also makes you feel bad for laughing at it. Taika Waititi is my favorite director, without a doubt. The way he is able to make the people watching his films laugh with bathos, and that the viewers can easily relate to the characters in most of his movies, always puts a smile on my face. Hopefully with this video, I have been able to show you a little bit why I like his movies so much, and what makes him so special. Psst! Hey! Fan art! This is the first time ever that the people that watch my videos have ever made fan art for me, and they are incredible! Special thanks to SME Wrestling who made the first ever fan art of me, and I can't tell you how much I love it. Also, super huge thank you to Emma and Lucy for this one, and also Emma for this one. These both are super cool, and if you want to post fan art of me, first of all, thank you, and second of all, you can post it in my Discord server, and with that, subscribe, like, join my Discord, only if you want to. Love you all. Bye!